Hi everyone, good to see you again today. Another conversation today along the canal side here. Another beautiful day in West Yorkshire. So following on from yesterday's conversation, we shared a little bit about the emotional need for security in our lives, a sense of having a safe territory, a safe environment where we're free to develop and free to grow. Today's subject is one of autonomy. And that's the sense for us to feel in control of what happens to us, in control of what's going on around us, and the freedom to make our own decisions and our own choices, which helps us to feel that we are in control of our lives and we're not being overwhelmed by life. Now, it's interesting how we see these emotions playing out, because I'm sure you, just like me, have been observing the news and observing all of the riots and all of the protests that are going on around the country as a result of the restrictions and the COVID situation that we're all finding ourselves in. And you can see emotions playing out in this area of autonomy. You know, the lack of ability to feel in control, to feel that we have the decision-making process and the choices over our lives. And when we're not in control of the process, we're not in control of the outcome. None of us like to be controlled in a work environment, in a business environment by restrictive contracts. Jonathan, that one's just for you. None of us like to feel like we are controlled in our relationships, in our intimate relationships, or in our friendship relationships. If we're being controlled, we're not free to make our own choices. We're not free to feel emotionally safe, and therefore there is a propensity for us to develop emotional dysregulation and emotional stress. We feel uncomfortable. Wherever we feel uncomfortable, we're back to yesterday's subject of security. If we feel uncomfortable and we feel under threat, then we have a lack of security and our stress system is running. So it's really important that we manage our relationships, that we take time to consider the amount of control we can exert over our lives and over our choices. Of course, choices have consequences, but we're free to make those choices. And as long as we're free to make those choices, we can decide the direction we want our lives to move in. So today's subject on emotional well-being is that of autonomy, having that freedom to make our own decisions and our own choices, and to feel in control of our lives and not overwhelmed by our lives. Great to see you guys. As always, love to hear the comments. Be great to see you. But why don't you pick up the phone and let's have a chat. Jonathan, we're long overdue. Thanks for your comment. Really enjoyed it. Take care, guys. Enjoy the canal view.